Hey everybody, we're back. I wanted to make sure I got you some new notes. We missed some of this stuff in class yesterday, so I wanted to make sure we got it online so that you could finish up your notes. So at this point, we're kind of going the other way, right? Before we had been giving you a line and then asking you to reflect the point over the line like we did over here, and come up with our new slope. Well, this one, I'm giving you 2 points, and then I'm going to ask you to find the perpendicular line that is the axis of symmetry. Okay, so first of all, if we can connect our 2 points here, okay, we can see that it's going to go through our origin there, all right? And the first thing we've got to do is figure out what our current slope is, okay? And so if we find our current slope, we're going to go positive 2 on the rise, and then it's crossing at the origin, so we can go negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. So positive 2 over negative 5. So our new slope is going to be the opposite reciprocal of that slope, so it's going to be positive 5 over 2. And we've talked a lot about this in class. So if there's one thing that you should have down at this point is finding the perpendicular slope. Okay, so this one is set up nicely to have our line go through the middle. You can see that we have 2 slopes here, so positive 2, negative 5, and then it goes positive 2, negative 5. So this is the middle of our line here. It's bisecting our line. And so what we're going to do now is use our new slope from this point, and we're going to go up 5 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over 2. And here's our new line, okay? And there's our new line. Okay, and so now we just have to write it in point slope form, or in a y-intercept form, and it's going to be y equals 5 over 2x. So we have our new slope, and it's going through the origin, so it's really plus 0. So I would also accept y equals 5 over 2x, because you can write it without the 0. So let's do that a couple more times, just so I know that we get it. Okay, so we want to draw our line of reflection again. So it says for each pair, draw a line of reflection that you would need to be used to reflect point A and A prime, okay? And then find the equation of that line reflected. So same type of thing. You are connecting our 2 points here, okay? And we have a slope, our current slope, okay, is up 1 and then negative 3, so our current slope is negative 1/3. Our new slope is positive 3. You could also say it's positive 3 over 1, all right? And this slope works out nicely because there's 2 slopes here, so we know that this is the midpoint, and we just do our slope from there. So we go up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3. Up 1 over 3, and we're going to get to our y-intercept here, okay, because we need that y-intercept for our line. So our y-intercept is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so we have y equals 3x plus 8, okay, so that's our y-intercept, 0, 8. We already know the slope, so if we know the slope, we know the y-intercept, we can write our line, okay. All right. The last one, I am not going to, I'm not going to do it for you in the video, but what I am going to give you is the answer, okay? So the answer is y equals negative 1 over 2x plus 4. And what I want you to do is see if you can do the problem and then come up with the right answer, okay? So I don't want to do the problem, but I'm going to give you the right answer, okay? All right, your homework from last night. Let's review that real quick. It is for each linear equation, write the slope of the line parallel of a line parallel to the given line. Okay, so I'm going to do the last one here because the other two you should know that the slopes are the same, so this should be negative 3, 7. But this one is a little bit more challenging, so I'm just going to rewrite it up here so that I have some room to work. Okay, and so you've got to subtract 3x from each side. Okay, we're going to solve for y, and we've got negative 2y equals negative 3x plus 8, and then divide by negative 2, and we have y equals 3 over 2x minus 4, and that's your answer right here. And the slope that they're asking for a parallel lines have the same slope. So it says parallel, so we're looking for the same slope. And that same slope is going to be 3 over 2. Okay, and so number 16 is the same process you solve for y, but now we're talking about perpendicular. So this is the opposite reciprocal. Okay, opposite reciprocal. So for this one, it would be y equals negative 5x minus 2. You could change the y-intercept. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so good so far. All right, now the last one. I'm going to do 17. You guys have to do 18 on your own. All right, so I have negative 2 and then negative 3. So we're plotting the points first. And then we have 1, 1. So over 1, up 1. Okay, and we want to know that distance right there. Okay, so remember how I said to reference page 10? So page 10 is talking about the Pythagorean Theorem. So that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You could also use the distance formula, which is the same exact thing as the Pythagorean Theorem. It's just actually everything is solved and it's for points instead of, it's using the points instead of actually knowing the distances. Well, if we know our slope is 1, 2, 3, 4. So our slope is positive 4 over 1, 2, 3. So 4 over 3. We know that this distance right here is 4, and we know that this distance here is 3, and we have a right angle here. So we can use the Pythagorean Theorem now. So we're going to do 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. Okay, so this is going to be 9 plus 16 equals c squared. And so this is 25 equals c squared. Take the square root of each side, and the square root of 5 or 25 is 5, and the square root of c squared is c. So your answer is 5. The distance is 5. So all we did was draw our 2 points, connect them, draw a slope triangle, and then count 4 is b, 3 is a, and c is our hypotenuse. So here's c, right? And you solve. Okay? So that's what you're going to do on this one. Plot the points, find the slope, and then connect them with the slope triangle and use the Pythagorean Theorem. All right? So that's your homework for today. I know I'm not in class for 4th period, 8th period. I will be here today. So best of luck. Hope you guys have fun on the rally. See you during 4th and 8th.